Greg here with Outdoors on the Cheap, and I'm out for a walk in the woods. We just had a big snowstorm yesterday. It's probably been, I don't know when the snow stopped, but it's been a while, you know, overnight sort of thing. So I'm out here looking for tracks to see if there's any rabbits kicking around. You can see it's, we got a good, close to a foot of snow yesterday. I mean, I think the snow stopped around evening, I guess. I can't remember exactly, but around evening. So we've had a good, I don't know, 12 hours or whatever, and it's, you know, around 10 o'clock in the morning. So if there's any rabbits around, I expect they make some tracks out looking for food this morning. I've already seen, just on my walk in from the road, some coyote tracks and stuff like that. They're out and around. They're out hunting. So yeah, we're just gonna go. This is a regular route I take for rabbit snaring. I've been coming out here for years. Gonna check out some spots where I'm used to seeing tracks, used to seeing sign, see if anything's happening. It's been a few years now since there have been any rabbits at all back here. So this route I'm about to take you on, I've been snaring it since 2011. And every year I get maybe 6 or 8 rabbits. I basically snare rabbits till we're tired of eating them, usually 6 or 8. I was always more out here. I just stopped. That's where I stopped because we've had enough. You know, how much rabbit stew can you eat, right? But I've never had a problem getting rabbits until the last couple of years, right? Last 2 years, it has just dropped down to next to nothing. They'll come out a couple of days after a good snow, no tracks. Whereas previous to that, there'd be tracks everywhere, all kinds of sign. Not easy to get rabbits out of this forest, but they're around, right? Rabbit populations are cyclical. They crash every 10 years or so. So this is a totally normal thing. So eventually they'll come back. I'm hoping this is the year where that starts to happen. I've seen a few around over the course of the year, like just, you know, driving to work and that sort of thing. I live out in the rural area, so, you know, but I haven't seen a lot. I haven't seen a lot dead on the road, right? If there's a lot of rabbits, there's a lot of dead rabbits on the road, that sort of thing, right? I haven't seen a lot of that. So we'll see how this goes. For those that are, you know, from Canada, wondering why I'm not wearing any hunter's orange. I don't have a firearm with me right now, and it's a Sunday. In Nova Scotia, there's no hunting on Sunday, so there's no risk of anyone mistaking you for anything. There's no one. There should be no one out here in the woods with a firearm on a Sunday, so I never bother to wear hunter's orange on a Sunday. Let's go have a look, see if we can see some tracks, see what's going on in the woods this morning. To give you a sense of how heavy the snow is, this, believe it or not, is a trail. We just had so much snow, it's bowed the trees into the trail. This is normally about, it's like a hallway, right? It's like two feet wide through here. And right now it's so thick, I'm going to be covered in snow by the time I get through this. I did not dress properly for this hike. I just got blue jeans on. I should have wore, you know, some sort of water-resistant pants. I didn't dress for this at all. Anyway, I'm going to go through it. It ain't going to be pretty. There's no way to knock the snow off all of these trees. It's just too much snow. I just got to put my hood up and punch through. So let's see on the other side. Just across this creek here. This is like a creek going through a bog. And it doesn't look like much, but I mean, if I fell in this, it'd be up past my chest. Right, it's kind of mucky and deep. Never really freezes, right? Because there's so much heat down there. Even though the water's moving very slowly, right? There's just so much decomposition and all that sort of stuff going on because it's in a bog. Anyway, another good reason to carry a walking stick was just finding I have a little bridge I've made here. You can see this bridge is 12 years old and is made from dead trees. And it's amazing it's still going. There was three logs here to walk on. Now there's one. So it's a very dodgy operation just getting across this. But just getting to the bridge, because the water is exceptionally high, I had to figure out where to place my feet. And I mean, you wear rubber boots and all that sort of stuff, but there's all kinds of spots here that go right over rubber boots, especially when the water's this high. So I had to use my stick to find where the soft spots were and where the hard spots were, so I could figure out where to walk without getting a soaker. Because when it's like, you know, I don't know, 6-7 degrees below zero right now, you don't want to get a soaker at the beginning of the day in this weather. You just ruin your whole day. Anyway, so I was able to get across here all right. Now I got more bog. I got about 30 feet of bog to negotiate to get up to the higher ground here. I know because I've been through here enough that there's some place around here I can step where it's okay. I'll just probe with my walking stick to find those spots. So another good reason to bring a walking stick with you. So I got some tracks here. They're just on the other end of that boggy area. And looks like a coyote, probably double backed. You can see the two claws in front. As far as I can tell, it took a pee near here. So got a coyote in here. A lot of people blame, whenever the rabbit numbers go down, they blame the coyote. The coyote eats rabbit, but the coyote eats anything. And there were plenty of coyotes around when there was lots of rabbits. The rabbit's really good at evading the coyote. So that's just a really kind of not a very thoughtful understanding of how things work in a forest. Those two populations get along just fine. The rabbit population grows and grows and grows till it exhausts the food in an area. Then it crashes. Then the coyote population crashes. And so does the bobcat population. Then it all resets again. So anyway, we've got coyote tracks here. And that's all I can see really, just coyote. That might be deer. Might have been tracking a deer. Anyway, that's all mostly coyote. Anyway, I'm going off my trail here, so get back on the trail. Yeah, I don't have, still no rabbit tracks, just coyote tracks. A lot of coyote tracks. I mean, this is my walking trail. They're definitely out here. There might even be some bobcats tracks in amongst them. They're definitely out looking around. But I still don't see... I mean, these are fresh. These would have been since last night. Or happened last night or this morning, right? These animals are around somewhere. I'm not worried about them. But anyway, yeah. Let's just keep looking here. See what we can see. Okay, now here we have a spot where year after year after year I could reliably snare rabbits. The trail right there, and a natural choke point right here. And there are no rabbit tracks here. In fact, there are the tracks are old. They've been snowed in a little bit, so it's hard for me to tell what exactly they're from. But it's either one up there, I guess. But anyway, it's either coyote or bobcat. There's no evidence whatsoever of any rabbits being through here yet today. That doesn't mean anything. It could be around later. It's a dry spot underneath a rock here. Good place to inspect for rabbit poop. I see porcupine pellets, really old ones. They're sort of almond shaped, not round like the rabbit, but no sign of rabbit poop in here. No sign of rabbit tracks, no sign of nothing. There's normally a trail that goes that way and underneath this thing here. Just nothing. But I mean, it's only been a day since it rained or snowed, so you know, this could get some tracks over the next few days. We're supposed to have snow and more snow around Christmas, and it looks like the snow is going to stick around. We're going to have a snowy winter so far, and you never know in the Maritimes. It could warm up by 10 degrees and the whole thing could rain away. You just never know because of the ocean effect. But it looks like we're going to have some snow, and in principle I could get some snaring done this year, but not if there's very few rabbits around. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, here we are at another spot where I've had good luck year after year. You can see a sort of natural choke point there for snaring, and previous gate that I made previous years, I tend to go in there. No sign of rabbit tracks, no sign of nothing. That's been the theme of this entire hike this morning. I mean, I've gone a good 3 kilometers. That doesn't sound like much, but in forests like this, in conditions like this, breaking trail with all this snow all over the place, 3 kilometers is a good it takes a good while to get through all of that. All the terrain I've covered, I've only seen coyote tracks and maybe the odd bobcat. In some places I couldn't tell the one track from the other because they were older tracks and they've been snowed in. But and I don't think we have any lynx out here. It's just bobcats and coyotes really, and porcupines, you know. But all I've seen is coyote. So I mean, it's early days. We just got the snow. It's been less than 24 hours since it stopped snowing. It might just be that for whatever reason the rabbits, the snowshoe hare, are not active this morning, and will be active this afternoon. Who knows? I'll do another. I got a week off, so I'll do a couple more trips over the course of the holidays and keep making these little videos. But there's just no point in making more footage of me seeing nothing. I've gone a route where I should have seen tracks by now. I've hunted this area long enough. I've checked out all the good spots. There's just nothing. And some people might say, oh, they moved on, they're somewhere. Oh, that just doesn't make any sense. They're not going to, just vacate an entire area. But you can have the population crash in an area and new ones will move in gradually over time. That can happen. I mean, this is going on year 3 of what seems like very, very low rabbit numbers, although this is only my first day out after a snow looking for this year. So it's too early to really say what's going on this year as opposed to the previous 2 years. But for the last 2 years, there's been next to nothing. To pull a rabbit out of these woods taking a lot of work. So I'm hoping this is the year things start to recover, because this is ridiculous. Ever since I started this channel, that's when the population of the rabbits crashed in the woods here. So it's been a bit very, very bad luck. Anyway, that's it for this video. There's no point in belaboring this. No one wants to watch a video of a guy seeing nothing. Lots of coyote tracks, no rabbit tracks this far, lots of snow. We'll check it out in a couple more days and see what's going on then. See you later. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Until next time, enjoy the outdoors on the cheap. Thanks for watching.